A new carburetor showed up. It's not too bad. So there is a little bit of differences between this one and the stock one. For example, the linkage here for the throttle slightly different than the new one, or the old one I should say. This one here has got a extra tab on it, a little longer. So I'm going to try to do is see if I can take this one off and mount it onto the new one. For the most part it looks the same. So this here's got the throttle on the front of it, so I got to mount that onto the new one. And as soon as I get that done, I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so I pushed the pin out of the old linkage, and then I put the proper one on this carburetor so that the throttle will work with the original setup. You said it was a little different than the one that came with this carburetor when I bought it, which is just a straight arm, no extra part on it. So I believe this carburetor here was all supposed to be working off of the part in the back, but this particular engine, that's where the governor arm will activate the throttle, and this side here is the spring for the throttle that the rider would control. That's how that's going to work. And now I got to put the spring housing or throttle housing, whatever you want to call it, on the front of it, including the air cleaner elbow, which is basically this guy right here. Got the spring for the throttle. Throttle connects to this, moves it up and down. I'm going to free this up a little bit, clean it all up because it's a little grubby inside there. Clean it all up, get everything moving freely, and I will mount it all together. Here's a little tip for you. Get yourself a little crock pot, cheapie. This one here I believe is like, I don't know, 15, 20 bucks. Not sure where I picked it up, but I've had it for a while. What I do is I fill it up with Simple Green concentrate. You can water it down if you want, but I usually use it straight. And you can turn it up on, low, high, warm, whatever. I turn it up on high and let the part sit there for a while, and it heats up. And what it does is eventually just starts melting away all the grime. I got a Shutoff for my fuel, because right now all I got is this hard line, which is fine. It's original to a tractor, but there's no real Shutoff, so I got it, when I take it off, I got to bend it up and get it up out of the way so it don't drip all the gas out. The glass bowl I put in there collects all the sediment and whatnot, does have a Shutoff, but it's not 100%. It will still trickle out, and it'll just constant drip, drip, drip. So what I'm thinking about doing is, because the new carburetor has the adapter for a hose, I got this one out of my MTD junkyard, and I'm going to put it in line, connect it to this, put it in line with my carburetor. So that's what I'm going to start working on now, lining that all up, getting it so it's clear as the muffler. It's going to be fairly close, but hopefully not too close, so we'll see what happens. So, the carburetor all reassembled, looking pretty good. Again, I'm going to take this all back apart and clean it up later, but for the most part I got it all freed up. That moves no problem. You can see it opens and closes the throttle like it should. I get this mocked up for now. So it came out of my junkyard, so I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I'm going to rework it, but it'll be fine, right? Let's put this thing on and see what happens. Alright, so I had to go to the hardware store,
Get 2 more mountain bolts. These are metric versus the standard that was on this, so instead of being a 1/4 20, they 6mm. So pick those up, put it all on. So this is just temporary. I don't plan on running it, but it'll work for now until I get another one. I'm still using part of the stock tube, so that's it mounted. I'm gonna put the air cleaner on. And we'll give it a pull and see what happens. I'm not quite sure about these belts. I'm almost positive that this belt here is not the right length. I would assume that this one's not. Matter of fact, I probably should just take it off, because if I go to run it, that's going to turn the blades, and I don't need the blades turning right now, so let's see what happens. Alright, so get the air cleaner on. I'm going to give it a pull and see if we can get this thing running. Alright. Get a little bit of throttle. Not much, just a little bit. I don't know what's going to happen. Give it a pull. That wasn't good.